Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. My name is Karthik, and I will be the Surgeon at Arms for today's meeting. I welcome you all to meeting number 373 of Wake Up Chennai Toastmasters Club. Before we start the meeting, I would like to mention three ground rules we follow in our Toastmasters meeting. As Toastmasters, we don't talk about sex, religion, and politics, so please refrain from speaking these topics. Please put yourself on mute if you are not speaking. Please turn off your video if you are stepping out of the meeting. Before we begin, let me take a moment to remind us all of why we are here. The core mission of Toastmasters. The mission of our Toastmasters Club is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop their communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self confidence and personal growth. With this, I would like to introduce our president of our club, Toastmaster Sivakumaran, to say a few words about him. Uh, he is born and brought up in Chennai. He is an MCA graduate. He is working as a functional consultant in manufacturing and supply chain. He's a fitness enthusiast. He's a cinephile, bibliophile, hodophile, and epicure. One of the Toastmasters I inspired because I see him. I joined this club. After that, only he joined, I believe. But great improvement, great change in his speaking. He keeps giving the speech. Uh, One of my strong inspiration. I inspire him. Uh, Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster Shivakumaran.
Thank you for the warm introduction, Toastmaster Karthik. It is pleasant to hear such words. And good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Thanks for joining today's meeting. And uh, I would like to start this meeting with few learnings which I got uh, last week through one of our conferences that happened in Toastmasters fraternity, which is Discover 2026. And I know that only 5 members or 6 members from our club have joined that. And what the experience we got from the meeting was phenomenal. So many learnings, the speeches, let it be the speeches, let it be the keynote speeches, let it be the food, the venue, the networking, and whatnot. So many experiences we had through that. Uh, I was expecting more members from our club to join, but due to some other reasons, I couldn't push more members. But those who have attended know that we got so much of learning from last week's meeting, and to talk few words about my experiences. One of the good experience what I got regarding our speeches is uh, the keynote speaker has given me this idea, which I would believe that this will be the ground rule for all my speeches going forward. The point is, he mentioned the story, the personal story, or the message what you're trying to have with you is personal, but the key message what you're giving to your audience is universal. So any speeches what we are giving to our audience, whether in Toastmasters or in other forums, we are sharing our personal experiences. We are telling them this is what happened to me. This is what happened to my friend. This is what I observed in this society or in this group. We are mentioning to them, but they are not concerned about what I experienced. They are concerned what it is in for them. We have to give a value to our audience. So they are listening. What is the message he is giving to me out of that? So my experience is personal. What I'm sharing with them is personal. I'm trying to inspire them with my personal story and giving them a universal message, which is accepted by all the members and which will fill a gap in some way in their life. When that message is accepted, our speech has won. So that the idea, what he has put in his mind, I would say I would never forget in my life. because every speech that is going to follow through whatever I'm going to do going forward will be coming out of this particular message, that a particular idea, that ideas are personal, but the message is universal. That is one. And the second point is we are all confused when we try to deliver a speech, or when we are consistently giving a speech, we are out of content. We are out of ideas. What else to speak about? I don't know. I don't have experiences. Everything is normal for me. I don't have anything interesting experiences. He mentioned one point to me for that. That is, the matter can be anything, but the manner in which we deliver the speech is important. So this is also one of the point which I observed from him, and I note it down and I won't forget easily. The reason being, I am thinking about Ilayaraja and A.R. Rahman so many times. Whenever we listen to them, they would say that எங்களுக்கு இருக்கிறதெல்லாம் 7 ஸ்வரம் தான். அந்த 7 ஸ்வரத்துல மாத்தி மாத்தி எத்தனை மியூசிக் போட முடியுமோ நாங்க போடுறோம். Ilayaraja said like that, and he created 1,000 songs by now, more than 1,000 songs by now. And A.R. Rahman created so many songs, and he went to Oscars and won the award. So we are thinking that we are constrained by the way how we are not getting stories to give it to our audience. But they say it is not the case. A same concept, a same story can be explained in 1,000 different ways. We all have seen Kurvi movie where Vijay go and save his father and his family from that gold diamond mine and all. The same movie is directed by Prashant Neel, and he given us a KGF. So the manner in which we deliver the speech, in which we deliver the story, is matters. It doesn't matter whether the story is new or not. So these two learnings I learned from most important points I learned from our Toastmaster conference I want to share with you. And I don't want to go further. I would like to invite some of the guests to share their introductions, so we know that as the meeting proceeding, we can invite them for table topic or any other involvement which we have in our meeting. So for that, I would like to call upon Gopinath, Gopinathan. Hi, Gopinathan. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hi sir, I am Gopinathan Ashokan, working as a project associate in IIT Madras. I'm also running a community in my native place, Kadalur district, based free and open source related stuff. And I also am running India Linux user group Chennai in IITM. I think that's it myself. Thank you.
Okay. How will you get to know about our club, Gopinath?
Uh, my friend is recommended to, and also in IIT Madras, they conducted communication skill program. So my communication is not good. So that speaker suggested me to join Toastmaster. That's why, sir.
Sure, sure. Welcome, Gopinath, to our club, and I wish you all great learnings in our club. If you have
Yeah,
more questions, I would recommend our to talk to our VPM. He will give you more details. Okay?
yeah.
Thank you, Gopinath. And
Thank you, sir.
the next uh, guest is Raveen Selvan.
Good morning, sir.
Hi.
Myself
Yeah, hi,
Raveen.
Raveen. Good morning.
Yeah, myself Raveen. I work as a senior manager in a public sector bank. My native is Dharmapuri. I am from Dharmapuri. Recently got transferred to Sri Perumdur. So I have been here for last 1 year. Uh, Actually, there was a Toastmaster club a meeting used to happen in my college. Through that, I got to know about the Toastmaster club. And after coming to Sri Perumdur, I was looking for clubs to join, and preferably online mode I was looking for. Uh, yeah, through surfing through internet, I got to know our club, and I'm glad I'm attending as a guest in as a first meeting as a guest. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, thank you, Ravi. Please join our meetings more, and this will be helping you a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
And,
Thank you, Shiva.
the next guest is Venkat. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Hi, sir. This is Venkat here. Yeah, I'm working with private sector bank. I think I previously, I was joined in Toastmaster guest. So I think 4 years back. So after that, I could not join the Toastmaster. So I want to learn the communication skills, how to present, public speak. Uh, this is I want to learn from her. So that's what I again rejoined to the Toastmaster club. See, my native is Tiruvannamalai. I'm settled in Chennai. Uh, that's it, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Venkat. Welcome to our club. And our
Thank you.
last guest is Vignesh Parthasarathy. Vignesh, can you hear us?
So Vignesh is our member.
Network issue. Yeah, our member.
Uh, oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry,
due to
sorry.
some network issue, I got connected through my phone.
Okay. I know about you, Venkat. Vignesh, sorry, you don't have to speak.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah.
Okay, with that, I would like to thank you for all the guests for joining. Please joining our club, and if you have any questions, reach out to our DTM. He would be giving you all the details about the club and uh, uh, other proceedings with that. And now I would like to invite our Toastmaster of the day to run the show further. To introduce about himself, he is a very enthusiastic Toastmaster. I never had any person I never had met any person who have so many aspirations about Toastmasters and public speaking. Whenever I meet him, he always let me know about his aspirations about podcasting or about coaching field or about uh, uh, something he has to do with Toastmasters and public speaking. Even though he is differently able, but his level of energy and his level of uh, interest with anything that comes across his hands is very astounding to watch and very uh, we go to him, we get so much of energy. I would like to invite him onto the stage. Please welcome TMO, the Toastmaster Kesan, along with me.
Thank you, presiding officers, for the warm welcome and introduction for the day. Today is a very, very warm and cool day, I can say. So, with that adieu, I just want to clarify one thing. Can we go with the secretary report, or we can go with the proceedings of the week?
Uh, yeah, you can read out the secretary report.
Okay, thank you. Dr. Rahman. Minutes of the meeting 372. Meeting over Zoom started by Senator Arms, Toastmaster Daniel at 7:05, followed by the presiding of the address office by DTM Alex Jacob. Members present were Toastmaster Keshav, Navneeta, Shivakumaran, DTM Alex, and Daniel. And presiding officer DTM Alex addressed the gathering and guests were introduced. And DTM Alex invites TMOD. Minutes of the previous meeting was read out by Toastmaster Keshav and same was approved. Toastmaster of the day was Toastmaster Karthik. Table topic master was Vignesh. General evaluator was Toastmaster Keshav. Grammarian Sambit from Majestic Chennai. Our counter was Toastmaster Mansi from OMCA. And timer Toastmaster Tyagarajan from Majestic. Prepared speeches were presented by our speakers, Toastmasters Suresh Babu and Ganesh, on the icebreakers. First speech session, a table topic session was conducted by Toastmaster Vignesh, followed by the evaluations. DTM Alex evaluated Toastmaster Suresh Babu's speech, and Toastmaster Navnita evaluated Toastmaster Ganesh's speech, followed by the tag team and general evaluated report by Toastmaster Keshav. And club awards were presented to best evaluator being DTM Alex, and best table topic speaker Dr. Murugesan, and best prepared speaker Suresh Babu, and tag role is Toastmaster Samit Narayanan for grammarian, and best role player for TMOD, our Toastmaster Karthik. Congratulations to all, and feedback were taken, and meeting was adjourned by 8:40 by presiding officer DTM Alex Jacob. Thank you. Over to presiding officer on this. So with this, I request our timer Vignesh to share his roles and responsibilities for today's session. Over to you, timer Vignesh.
Yeah. Good morning, sir. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today, I'm playing a role called a timer, and this educational session gives 20 minutes of time for us, and for each, just a minute, sir. And for the respected time, I'll be showing you the green card, yellow card, and red card respectively for the time, for the allotted time. And then following that, table topics sessions will be there. For the table topics, 2 minutes time will be allotted. In that 2 minutes, for the 1 minute yellow card will be shown. For 1.5 minutes, for the 1 minute green card will be shown. For 1.5 minutes, yellow card will be shown. And for the 2 minutes, red card will be shown. Thank you, and over to you, Keshav sir.
Thank you, timer, for the roles and responsibilities. So with that, it's a time to invite our special guest for the day, DTM Satish Menon. He's a first generation IT entrepreneur who, after more than 2 decades of entrepreneurship, is now looking at experiencing and fulfilling his bucket list. DTM Satish Menon is a lovely mentor, which I can say, and has been a Toastmaster since December 2013, and has held multiple positions in district 120 at area, division, and district level. He was the district director of D20 for the year 2021-22. With no further ado, I request DTM Satish Menon to take up the podium, and over to you, DTM Satish Menon. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Keshav. A very good morning to everybody. Toastmasters is not only about public speaking, communication, networking. It's also about developing your leadership and management skills. And there are a lot of opportunities in Toastmasters for us to do that. To experiment, to learn, to gain from the experiences of others. And one of the best ways to do it is to start at the club by becoming a club officer. Now, those of you who are familiar to Toastmasters would have heard the terms club president, club vice president education, club vice president membership. And a lot of you might be wondering what this will teach us. You might have heard people also performing this role, executing these roles, and then you would say, what is there in all of this? Does it really teach me something? Am I really benefiting if I spend my time becoming a club officer? So let me take 10-15 minutes or whatever time I've got, maybe 20 minutes, to talk about it. Now, if you look at the club Excom, there is executive committee. It has got the club president, the club vice president education, vice president membership, vice president public relation, secretary, treasurer, sergeant at arms, and the immediate past president. Now, club president, if you look at the club president role, it's more like a CEO of a club. So when you become a club president, you're actually running an organization. Don't look at it as a club. You're actually running the organization, because the club president is responsible for setting the vision of the club. The club president is responsible for saying that what will we achieve as a club? Will we become medley distinguished? Will the next district champion or world champion of public speaking come from our club? Okay. Will we groom the next generation of district officers in the club? Will every member of the club complete one pathway or more by the end of the Toastmasters year? So that's like setting the vision. That's what a CEO does. Yeah. And when you set a vision for the club and you're planning on executing the vision, you will find the club growing. Those are who've been at the district conference would have seen clubs getting the awards to say, this is medley distinguished club, this club achieved so and so accolades and all of that. Now that comes through the vision of the CEO, which in this case is the president of the club. And when you work on that vision and when you envisage that vision and you work towards that, it is like running an organization. So you get the skills and the experience that is needed for doing similar things in your professional life also. If you can run a club of 20 or plus members and make it to a medley distinguished club, or ensure that you have people coming from this club who become the next generation district leaders, every member achieves what they want, you've kind of achieved your vision of being the CEO. So that's what the president of the club needs to do. A vice president education is more like they are actually the exact people managers, because for them they have to interact with every member of the club. They have to say what is the educational goal of a particular member. How do you work towards that goal? Okay. How do we schedule the meetings so that meetings become more entertaining, meetings become more educative? Are members progressing on their Toastmasters journey in the right manner? Are we getting external help from outside, in terms of external speakers, mentors? Has every person got a mentor? Is every person progressing on their journey? Okay. Scheduling meetings in the right manner so that the same people don't end up taking roles in every meeting. Okay. So when you do all that planning and skills and all, and when you're connecting closely with the members, you develop that people skills, you develop that planning skills, you develop that management skills. Now, if you do that with a group of 20, 25 people and gain that experience, it is very easy to take it back into the workplace and implement the same for 200 plus members. So that is the experience that a VP education role gives a Toastmaster. When you talk about VP membership, I would always say is a great place for somebody to learn networking skills and to learn sales and marketing skills, because you are connecting with people. So today we have 4 to 5 guests in the meeting. Now after the meeting, connecting with the guests, making them understand what Toastmasters is, what does this club do, how can they benefit when they join Toastmasters. Those are all skills which you typically would need if you are in a customer facing or a client facing role in any organization. How do you convince a customer? How do you convince a client? With your existing members also, the VP membership needs to connect to ensure that our members getting what they want to get out of Toastmasters. Is their Toastmasters journey progressing in the right manner? So those are all skills that help you in real life also. When a new member comes in, a guest comes into the club, how do you connect with the guest? How do you convince? I would not use the word convince. How do you kind of explain to the guest what Toastmasters is all about? Okay, what are they looking for in Toastmasters? Aligning that need with what the Toastmasters program can offer. Okay. So when you talk on those lines, you'll find that your speaking skills, your convincing skills are all getting improved. And that's something which is very, very valuable if you take it to a professional environment. And here you're getting the chance to practice it and improve it as you go along. VP Public Relations, if somebody wants to create a great strategy around how to market a club, this is the great way to do it with all the tools available, with your creative ideas. Okay, how do you publicize the club to the outside world, be it in social media, be it in in-person meetings, be it through special drives that the club might do to attract members. And in today's world, knowing social media experience is valuable for everybody, not because we all work somewhere, but also as a personal branding. It's very important to know how we can better position ourselves. That's what is very important, to know social media and other forms of connect. This also helps you to kind of build a strategy. Okay, how do I publicize a club? What is it that I will talk about the club? What is it that will bring more members into the club? How is that my club will get known within the district as a club that is unique from the other clubs in whatever we do? So when we do all of that, your social media skills definitely will improve. The way that you are able to convince people with ideas will improve. Because it's not about only social media, it's also about putting those ideas and say how convincing those ideas are to people, which is what a VP PR needs to do. So all these skills help you as you go along. A secretary's role in a Toastmasters meeting. Now, if you look at Toastmasters meetings, most of the roles are listening roles. There are very few roles which are speaking roles. The speaker is the only person who will speak. The TMOD will speak. The president will speak. Rest of all the roles which are there, the general evaluator, speech evaluator, tag team roles, most of the time they are listening. They only present the report towards the end. Which goes to say that the art of listening is very important. And the secretary's role helps you to do that because you're listening through what's happening in the entire meeting. Then you're documenting what's happened. Listening skills improve, documentation skills improve, presentation skills improve, because every week the secretary has to come and present the report. Now, how do you effectively present the report so that you don't lose the gist of what happened in the meeting, and at the same time convey everything to the members that this is what we did during the meeting? So that will improve. Your listening skills will improve, your writing skills will improve. I had a club secretary who come up and tell me that after she took on that role, she got a lot of recognition at the workplace because people said that she was now presenting in a very effective manner. I'm not selling Toastmasters here, but I'm saying that this is a real life testimonial which came up with someone saying that they got enough recognition at work for doing the secretary's role, because it helps you to become better and better at listening, writing, everything. Treasurer. Now, if you know how to manage money, a treasurer is a very important role in a club, especially a community club. That helps you how to create a budget, how to align with all the activities that the club what might want to do during the course of the year. Work with the president, vice president, education, and the other Excom to say what are the activities that are budgeted, what is that we need to collect money, how is that money being spent, keep proper records of what has been spent, okay. Publish that to the members on a regular basis. If you do all that in a regular manner, you can see that your financial skills are improving, your planning skills are improving, okay. Your communication skills are improving because you are keeping proper records. You are communicating properly to the members. You are keeping a track of how much we got from the members, how much we spent. Preparing a budget, the budgeting skills improve. Preparing a kind of, I would say, the MIS, so the financial literacy improves. So that's what a treasurer's role is. Big clubs have a lot of money with them, so there the scope becomes much bigger. Smaller clubs may not have that much of revenue, but still a role is a role. So when you learn that, you can find that all of the skills improve. Sergeant at Arms, a very important role, because Sergeant at Arms is the person who's actually the face-off of the club. He or she is the first person to start the meeting and she is the last person to end the meeting. So when you come into the club, when you open the meeting, you have guests who are coming in, interacting with the guest, networking with the guest, starting the meeting on time, ensuring that everything there is properly set up. Okay. if some speakers need some special equipment or some special background or something for the meeting, set that up. So once you are the sergeant at arms, your planning skills improve. Adherence to time. So you are the first person who needs to come into the meeting. So when you are coming into the meeting before time, your timing skills improve. So you are like ensuring that you start everything on time. 7:05 you have to start. Okay? You don't wait for people. You don't call people. 7:05 you start the meeting. So once you do that, the time management skills improve, planning skills improve, networking skills improve, talking to people, those skills improve. So every role brings in something new to Toastmasters. And the best thing is all of these are voluntary roles. So when you're doing it, you're learning a lot. And because you're doing it week over week, you are getting a chance to implement that in your personal or professional lives also. And once you do something over and over again, it becomes part of your system. So it's not that you wear a different hat now, then you go outside and you're doing something else. No. Sometimes those behaviors kind of get reflected outside of a Toastmasters meeting also. So when you go outside and consciously it comes into the way you behave, you'll suddenly find that you are becoming better at whatever you're trying to do. So that's what Excom roles help you to do. It helps you develop those skills. It helps you become better as you go along. And how do we kind of get there? You would have, the club members would have got an email yesterday asking for club roles. Anybody can apply for any role. Okay, there is no criteria to say that only somebody can apply for a president or somebody can only apply for a VP. There is no minimum criteria for a club. Anybody can apply for any role. Okay? You can only apply for one role at a time. Nobody can hold dual roles in a meeting, in a club Excom. Okay. Can a new member go and aspire for president role? Yes, you can. No, nothing stopping you from doing it. Okay? But you have to understand that before I take up some role, I need to have experience to do that role. Okay. So that's what is very important, especially if new members are coming in. If we form a club that is a new club, then obviously we'll say anybody can become, because it's a new club. So somebody has to be the president, somebody has to be the VP. But in existing clubs, obviously, the expectation would be that you would have done some role before you transition to another role. Okay? Like somebody who's done VP membership can now go and do VP education. Somebody who's done VP education can now go and do the president role. Somebody who's done the president role can now go and do sergeant at arms. Yeah. So that way the role keeps rotating. Can I continue in the same role? Because being a yearly club, as a president cannot continue on the same role for more than 1 year. Other roles can. Okay? But the best thing is to kind of keep people rotating, keep the roles rotating so that new people come in, there is new perspective coming in, and there is new different thinking coming in every time somebody takes on that role. So there is absolutely no bar on anybody signing up for any role. Anyone can do that. We've been a club from 2018 onwards. Okay, there's a lot of legacy. So we would expect members to kind of rotate roles. Okay. And before anybody signs up for the role, please understand that there is a certain time and effort that you will have to dedicate for this role. It's just not a title. Okay. It's something that you will have to work for the betterment of the club and the members and for yourself to improve your leadership skills, communication skills, management skills. So before you sign up for a role, ensure that you have the time to do that role, because that's very important. Second is, it's a 1 year role that you're signing up for, because our club is a yearly club. Yeah. And that 1 year, you will have to kind of work very diligently on the role. Every role, whatever I explained is a gist of what each role and descriptions is. If you go to the Toastmasters Club Leadership Handbook, you will see detailed descriptions on each of the roles. So please ensure that you get to sign. When you sign on to something, ensure that you can do justice to the role. Okay. Rotation of roles is very important because that helps each one of us grow. And by learning different skills, it also helps get new members into the role. So somebody might ask, what happens if I sign up for a role and I need to step down? after some months, for whatever reason, I may have a long-term business travel come up, for example, which may me need to travel outside the country, for example. Then what do I do? If you feel that you cannot do justice to the role, and if you're stepping down, then the club has to call for an election for the new role. Okay. For example, say the VP membership role becomes vacant after 6 months. Then the club has to call for an election for that role. Then anybody who wants to apply for that role needs to apply. Then it needs to go through a election process. So that's how it kind of works. Even for this, once you nominate, when file in your nominations, if there is only a single member for a role, then obviously that member gets appointed to that role. But if there is more than one person vying for a particular role, then there will be an election, and then every member will vote for that, and the member who gets the maximum votes will get elected to that role. So that's the way the Toastmasters election process goes. And every member, like the vice president education, vice president membership, they can have their own sub teams. Okay. So they can form a vice president education committee, vice president VP membership, the VP PR committee, membership committee. So you give more options for members also to be part of the team. Okay. Because one person cannot do everything at the same time. Everybody has to do it as a team. So form teams and then help that particular area grow. Like in an organization, you have a VP for each role. The VP manufacturing. Now, VP manufacturing doesn't do everything by themselves. They have a team of people with whom that particular organization works. VP sales has that same team of people under them to which they work. The goal is to kind of say that we'll achieve what the vision of the club is. That's what is very important. So these were a gist of what we can expect from each club role and how a normal election process would work. File your nomination if you're interested to the role. First, understand whether you're going to give justice to the role, whether you have the time, you have the inclination. Only then sign up. Because once signed up, you will have to kind of be dedicating whatever time you've decided for that role, and your vision for that particular role will have to be executed. Every role will have a vision to say what I will do as VP education, what I will do as president, what I will do as VP membership. So that vision will have to be executed. So timing is very important. And once you sign up, get everybody together with you and take the club to greater heights. So that's what I all wanted to say for this particular short session on club leadership roles and how we can go through it. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster Keshavan.
Thank you, DTM Satish Menon. Wow, my dear Toastmasters and guests, what a session today. It's inspiring and detailed session. Thanks for the valuable thoughts and insights, DTM Satish Menon. So with this, we are going with the next segment of our...
Keshav, 1 second.
Yeah.
I have a question for Satish Menon.
Yeah, please go ahead, presenting officer.
Yeah. Thank you. Sir, so two things. The first thing is, if a member is not performing really well in Excom role, they are absent most of the time. And as an Excom officer, do we have any of the rights to remove them and replace them with an active member, or is there any process for that, or we don't have any option? Once a member is selected, they have to perform it.
No, definitely there are options to say, suppose if a member elected to a particular role is not performing that roles in the right manner. Okay. The club Excom, in this case, the president, okay, has to first talk to the member, understand what is the reason, make that member with relevant data, make them understand that they are not delivering on the role. And if they mind stepping down and somebody else taking that role up. Okay. Now, if say there is a scenario in which the member does not agree to step down, or the member says, no, I will not step down, or I think I'm doing everything correct, the club members need to convey a meeting. The club members need to kind of call that particular member. The club members need to tell with data that this is what we feel that you are not doing justice to the role, and we would request you to step down. If the member doesn't step down, then the club can vote for that member to step down from the role and appoint somebody else and call for elections for another Excom member to get appointed to the role. So definitely you can ask a non-performing Excom member to step down from their role, but there's a democratic process to it. You have to first, like we say, give them enough data to say that this is why we think. What is the reason why you're not performing? Give the member a chance to explain. If that explanation is not valid, or you find that there is no merit in that explanation, then the club as a whole can ask the member to step down. Okay? So you call for a club meeting, club business meeting, put this on the agenda, give the member a chance to explain their point of view, and if not convinced, then the club can say, yes, we will kindly request you by the majority voting to step down and appoint another person for that role.
Yeah, thank you, Satish. And Daniel, you have raised your hand.
Yeah. One simple question. We received a mail yesterday evening night, but how to file the nominations? What is the procedure for that? We just
You
reply
just
to that mail.
reply to that email, no? Saying that what position you need to kind of apply. There is no form attached to it, right? So if there's no form attached to it, just reply that your name, your membership ID. Okay, I would like to apply for so and so position for this club for the Toastmasters term, July 1st, 2026 to June 30th, 2027. Since we are a yearly club, if it was a 6-month club, then you would say for the next 6 months. But since our positions run for 1 year, you can say this is the position which I'm applying for. Mention your name and your membership ID, because that will help the returning officer to check whether you are a member in good standing. That is why they need the membership ID. Only members who are members in good standing will be able to contest for election.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes,
Sir,
Keshav.
Good standing in the meaning?
Good standing is you are a paid member. Your membership is active.
Yeah, okay.
So membership is not active, then you cannot be a Excom member. Technically, you cannot be a club member also, but that is what everybody will check in Toastmasters. If you apply for any role, if you go to a speech contest as a speaker, the first thing they will check is whether your membership is active. Yes, Keshav.
Sir, when you mentioned repetitive roles for the years for the Excom, so can it for the learning, can it be as you rightly said repetitive, or it should be like a period next period we should not do something like that?
Ideally, if you've done it for a year, then you should not be sitting in the same role the next year. Okay, because it's all about rotation, right? So if I take a same role year after year, well, what is the learning for me? First of all, there is no learning, because I would have learned a lot in the year that I've served. Second is you're not giving somebody else the chance to go into that role. Okay? Technically, somebody else can go into that role if they also kind of file their nomination for the same role and they get elected by majority of the members. Okay? But as an Excom member, if I've done a role for a particular year, next year I should look at something else. Okay? Unless otherwise there is nobody else to fill that role. Okay? There are certain clubs where you don't get enough people to fill certain roles. Then the existing members continue doing that same role. But in a normal scenario, I would say if you've done a role for a year, look at doing something else. Take some other role. Or maybe just don't take any roles. Let you be a normal member for the next 1 year. Okay? Be on some extended committee, helping the VPE or the VP membership or the VP PR in their thing. Okay, it's not necessarily that every year I have to be on an Excom role. I could be a normal member in 1 year. Next year I'll do something else. Okay? That's the reason why you say there is a lot of rotation also. See, in Toastmasters also, when you look at district positions, if somebody is, say, a division director, they all get only 1 year in that role. Or division directors cannot apply for the same role again next time. The rules don't allow that. You served for 1 year as division director, your term is over, somebody new will come in. Even for a district trio, if you say club growth director, you say the program quality director, district director, those roles are only 1 year roles. You do it for 1 year, nobody can go and take extension on that role. To say next year also I'm going to compete for that same role again. No. You can come back and compete after 2 years. Technically, like I was a district director. If I want to run again as district director next year, the rules allow me to do that. Okay? But nobody can say I want a continuation on that role. So Toastmasters International has built it in such a manner that you give more people the opportunity to lead in certain positions. At a club level, there is no such rule. Club, you can continue, you can file your nomination for the same role next year also, except the president for a yearly club. If you have been a president in a yearly club like ours, the president cannot file for one more term. The other members can. Okay? But then if I stay on the same role again, I should think, what is the learning for me? Okay? I should be learning something new. 1 year I've done something on that role. Now let me move into some other role, or let me just step down, be a member, and let somebody else take on that role. Okay? That's the ideal scenario. But the rules don't say that you cannot stay on that same role again at a club level, except the president. Okay?
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sir, one last question. Can you please tell about the OTPs which the elected members has to participate at district level?
Yeah. So once you are an elected Excom member, you will have to participate in the officers training program, which will it's a program run by the district, which helps you to learn more about the role that you are going to perform. Okay? Now, some of you would have said that I've done this in the past, so why should I go and do it again? But no, it's very important that you attend it every year, because every time when you attend, you learn something new about how to manage that particular function in a Excom. So officers training program, or OTP as they are called, are held twice a year. In season 1, that is from July to September is one Toastmasters season, and then October to March is another season. So in these 2 terms, they are held once, and it is important that members attend both, because you get the Distinguished Club Program points from Toastmasters International if Club Excom members attend the officers training program. It's more for learning and improving and enhancing your Excom skills. Other than that, the Club Excom also has to attend what is known as Area Council. Area Council is the council formed for all the clubs in the area. It is headed by the area director, and it has got representation from the club president and the club vice president education from each of the clubs. So that area council meetings also need to be attended by the Club Excom. Division council meetings, which is an extension of area council, which has got all the clubs in the division, headed by the division director. And in those meetings also, the club needs to represent by the president and the VP education. So these are and then there is a district council meeting, which is held by the district. Now that is also very important, because the district council meetings, there are certain items pertaining to the district which will be discussed. Those items will be put to vote. Members have to vote on that. Also, if you have got any queries or concerns, you can bring it up at the district council meeting by giving prior notice to the Club Excom. To the district admin manager. So that's very important. So there also the club president and the VP need to be in attendance. So these are some of the meetings where attendance is mandatory. And why I'm saying all of this is when you become a club president or VP, these are places where you need to go and attend. These area council, division council, district council are also avenues for you to go and talk about any support you need as a club. Anything that you find which is happening, you think is not happening in the right manner, and you want to point that out. Any queries that you want to learn from the district, all of that can be addressed in that manner. Okay, so the club president and VP are tasked with also that. Now you will ask why the club president and the VP. That is the way TI has designed that process. So when you go into all these meetings, every club has got 2 votes. So 1 vote is held by the president, 1 vote is held by the vice president education. Now for anything that matters in the district, when you are voting at the district council meeting, some of you would have seen the district officer elections which happened, and then every club had to vote for the next set of district officers. So those 2 votes are carried by the vice president and the vice president education. So they are supposed to attend, they are supposed to vote. So that's also very important as a club officer. Can somebody else go and vote? Technically, no. But if you are not able to attend and then you need somebody else to vote in your presence, then you will have to write to the district admin manager. They have to approve. Only then that person can stand in as a proxy. Otherwise, it's expected that the 2 club officers, president and VP, are there in every meeting that's been called by the district, division or area. And officers training program, of course, everybody, all the Excom need to attend. Technically, anybody can attend. Any club member can attend. Okay? It's not that it's only limited to Excom. Any member can attend. But the attendance when they will take only for the club Excom members.
Yeah, thank you for a lot for your information. The TMOD, you can.
Yeah, presenting also, thank you. So with that, we go for the table topic session. For the we have Toastmaster Punishilan as a table topic master. He's a postgraduate civil engineer and professionally bridge design engineer. He has designed vital infrastructure projects, including Chennai's Medavakkam and Perangattur flyovers. He has around 4 years of experience in professional experience, and now he wants to be a powerful speaker in being a Toastmaster. So with no further ado, I request table topic master Toastmaster Punishilan to take up the podium. Thank you.
Hello all. Thank you, Mr. Keshav, for your warm welcome. And today, the table topic sessions is been based on the theme power and leadership, as we discussed about the elections and everything. And the theme I have preferred is only on power and leadership. So is there any volunteers to have their topics? Yes. Mr. Ganesh, does the true power comes from title?
Okay. Thanks for the topic, Gunesh. So the topic is, does the true power come from title? So what I feel is, it is also come from title, not only from title actually. So when we do some activities and like generally we will have some inborn qualities, and also like we will have some qualities will get improved during experimenting and working on the particular skill set. So what I would say, like when we do the activities with a different intention and respective commitment, so we'll get the power by nature. So like when we are handling the team and team with the people, so when we give some space and transparency among the team members, then by default, like they'll be believing us actually. So the team member has to believe that I am working under the right person. So when they do believe about that, right? So then by default, like you will get some courage, and they will get some power to do the to do our own initiative, or to do our things on our own belief. So yes, so that's what Gunasalam is. So we'll be getting the power not only by the title, but still title hold the certain percentage in there. Thanks for the call.
Okay. That's nice, Ganesh. And I also agree that the true power doesn't come from titles. And we have the second one, Mr. Suresh Babu. Is the knowledge still ultimate source of power? Is the knowledge still ultimate source of power?
Is the knowledge its ultimate source of power? I would say from my experience that it's not only a knowledge, it is a skill, network, influencing others, all comes together to be more powerful. You can see, take an example. I was in a meeting. We have vice presidents and all subordinates. In a typical situation where there was a crisis, knowledge is there with somebody where they are able to give the solution. But the real power is for the influencer who brings people, if you understand quickly what was the issue, how to bring that problem to the table, and what are the solutions in front of us, and then bring to a direction where the decision can be taken. That is the place where I see the power has played major role, just not with the knowledge, but also collaboration, influencing others. Thank you very much, Toastmaster. Thank you, Table Topic Master. Over to you.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Suresh. And is there any other volunteer, or should I?
Let me try.
Let me try. Is self-control is the ultimate form? Is self-control is the ultimate source for personal power?
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for the topic, Table Topic Master. Is self-control is the ultimate thing. We all know that human mind is a crazy thing. Like recently, I've started listening to so much of podcast and regarding the mind, the happiness, dopamine, endorphins, happy hormones. So, and finally, what I have understood is mind is one of the craziest thing which we are trying to control. So we don't want to think something, but our thought goes there, and that's what all these spiritual leaders teach us, like how to control our mind, meditation, and all that. But having said that, yeah, to some extent, I'm trying to. But how much it is true, even I don't know. Like the great spiritual leaders are like Dalai Lama, the Sadguru, this art of Ravi Shankar, they all say that they can control the mind. Nobody can attack them. Like they don't react to people and all that. But I don't know how much it is true. One thing I've understood is the mind is one of the craziest thing. Human mind can think anytime, anything. That's what. taking control of it, yes, everybody wants to have a control of our mind, but is it really possible? I doubt it. What about you, table topic master? Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Gona, we can have Raveen and Venkat talk. Guest Raveen and Venkat can give their.
Yes. Mr. Ravi. Mr. Ravin? Mr. Gopi?
Yeah, it's I am audible.
You can just try.
Okay, I'm not sure.
What is the most memorable celebration of your life? What is the most memorable celebration of your life?
I'm thinking. Thank you, Ganesh Sheelan, for giving me this opportunity. So my memorable thought is joining in Linux community during my college days. So I don't know how to use computers and all technical stuff. They are teaching me without any need. So joining in that club, it's my one of the memorable day. Thank you.
You have time, you can speak.
Okay.
Gopi, you have time.
Yeah, through that community only I got ideology regarding free and open source and many other stuff. And now I am currently working in a job. Means the reason is that my first Linux user community only. That's why I am running Linux community in across 2 districts. In college days, I'm joining Linux community is my most memorable day. Yeah. Thank you, Ganesh Sheelan.
Mr. Venkat? Mr. Venkat?
Yes, sir. Hi, sir.
How do you celebrate when you face failure? How do you celebrate when you face failure?
Thank you so much for giving the topic. I'll let it try. How to celebrate, which is failure, correct, sir?
How do you celebrate when you face a failure?
Okay. Yeah. See, every human being know the success and failure is coming in life. So when I faced so many failures happen my previous, maybe upcoming years, success and failures. So whenever I know I'm failure, something a project or any target versus achievement in personal life, I can motivate, self motivate, and we can refreshment of any music. I'm taking the listening music or switch over to discuss with my friends together. But there are so many things behind with mind. There is a failure has happened. But one more, I'm thinking and try to join to my friends together and family together, joyful. So, the few things coming and something is going. There is mind blow is going on. The failure and failure things. But I am so trying to convert, trying to change my mind. I'm taking the positive things. My close friends know that every one they have good friends and talking the very comedy things. That and all we can try to connect with the people and taking the positive taking the good things. I'm joyful. I enjoy the comedies and talking with previous these things. This is only my way forward to change the celebration of failure things.
Thank you, Mr. Venkat.
Thank you, sir.
I will also celebrate the same way. And Mr. Sivakumaran, you have the topic.
Yeah.
How do you handle a powerful boss? How do you handle a powerful boss?
Thank you for the topic, Toastmaster. And we face variety of people in our lives, either in the top or in the or below us or above us. And managing people is a complex thing by itself. We cannot easily deal with them because we humans are not made typically by traits or the principles. Mostly, we humans are made by emotions. And understanding people is why a most important concept nowadays, especially the emotional intelligence. If we have the emotional intelligence, then we can know at what situations, which are the kind of activities we have to carry out, and how to make things happen uh, among a group of people. And the topic that's given to me is especially more difficult thing to do. How to manage a powerful boss. The bosses are people who are there at the top because they have done something meaningful in their life. And to make them, to handle them is always a difficult task. I would say that it first thing is we have to do our role properly. If I put it similar way, I would say that we can correlate with our family, with our wife. Say that how to handle a powerful boss is equivalent to how to handle our powerful wife. We cannot easily do that. It is very difficult. We have to convince them at some time. We have to be authoritative at some time. We have to be friendly with them at some time. We have to be restraining them at some time because they have all the power to do everything. But as a responsible officer or a responsible member, I have to guide them or I have to advise them what has to be done on certain situations, so the outcomes are really good. Here, handling the powerful boss, we phenomenally need, we very, by ground rule, we should have the emotional intelligence. With that, we can talk to them, convince them, and we have to pursue them to do the right thing, which is good for ourselves and also for the organization. Thank you, and over to you, Gunakilan.
It was grateful, Mr. Sivakumaran. I will also feel very tough to handle a powerful boss. Mr. Daniel, Mr. Daniel, and
Yes.
this power of patience is underrated in life. Power of patience is underrated in life.
Yes. Very good morning to all the fellow Toastmasters and guests. Is the power of patience. So always, if we talk about patience, generally people, don't listen to you most of the time because they always expecting a fast reply or fast response from you at any kind of situations. But what I feel is the patience is the one of the strong tool that we can, address any kind of issues, whatever comes in front of you. Because in this competitive world, most of the time in my present organizations, always pressure. So many people will expect everything in front of them in a fraction of second, but that is not at all possible. But how do we tackle this? What I do is I will just observe the thing slowly, and I will just react after some time. But whatever the result, what they have expected, that I'll give them more than that. But here the patience helps me to think and respond to the situations very cleverly and thoughtfully. So in my point of view, the patience is the one important skill that we could keep within ourselves whenever we handle the tough situations. But yes, as you said, most of the time the patience is underrated because the people will think that this person is not reactive, he is very slow. That kind of situations sometimes will happen to some of us. So, but patience is a good skill that we can tackle the difficult situations, whatever it comes in front of you during the tough time. So, this is all about my thought on this topic. Over to you, Table Topics Master, Toastmaster Gunaseelan. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Daniel. And we have to be very patient for the success. And with this, we can close the table topic session. Thank you all.
Thank you, Table Topic Master, Toastmaster Gunaseelan, for the lovely conduct of table topics. So with that, we have concluded the educational session and the table topics. We have the poll ready, Toastmaster Karthik, or is the poll ready?
Just a minute. I'll just launch the poll. Give me 1 minute.
Okay, Daniel. Yeah, okay, Daniel.
Maybe, Ketan, you can hand over the session to me. I would get some guest feedback in the meantime.
Sure. Presiding Officer Toastmaster Shivakumar, please take on the floor. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you, Ketan, for running the meeting effectively. It was a pleasant day, and your teachers driven our meeting effectively throughout the time. And now I would like to get some feedback from guests in the meeting. Guest Gopinathan, can you please share your feedback on how the meeting went today?
Yeah, thank you, Shivakumar, for giving me this chance to. This is a wonderful section at early morning, 7:05 a.m. Thanks for giving me a chance to speak in table topic section and also. So it's really somewhat improve my skill during this 1 hour. Thank you, Shivakumar.
Yeah, Gopinath, this forum will help you a lot in your communication skills as well and leadership explained by Satish Menon. We request you to join frequently and to know more about how our club runs and about Toastmasters. I would request you to be in touch with our VP membership nominees. If you don't have his details, please let us know. We would be sharing it with us and welcome you again to our club more frequently.
Yeah, thank you, Shivakumar.
Thank you. And Vignesh is having some mic issues, and we have Venkat. Can you share your feedback, Venkat, please?
Yes, sir. I think we know today morning, very good session for us, for me especially, because of it's a timely started the things. We Satish Menon's giving given a lot of experience and speak about how to learn from guest, how to taking care of mentor, and what is a way forward to learn from leadership and public speak and taking care of Toastmaster Club. What way forward? That's we are. I think Satish Menon are giving a good session for me. I think I think also Shivakumar also know. They given the table topic sessions and timer. There are some properly manager of all things. that is not um, mixed. It is properly is going on. So this is very admirable for me. I think this is the Toastmaster, this club, especially this club. No, I think maybe I should learn in future, and I continue with the club. This is benefit for me.
Sure,
Thank you.
sure, Venkat. Very pleasure to hear your words, whatever you mentioned. Please keep on joining our club meetings. This is a special meeting. We have our regular meeting, which has the touch features and evaluations. That would be having more kind of education wise. Those sessions would give more information, and you will learn a lot in those sessions also. So I would request you to continue joining our meeting. And if you want to know more about Toastmasters and about our club, I would request you to be in touch with our DTM membership on Navneet and get more details.
Thank
Okay,
you.
I
Thank
think
you.
the guest feedback is done. Daniel, do you have the poll ready?
Yes, poll is ready now. Yeah, poll is launched now.
Okay.
I request all the participants to vote for the best table topic speaker of today's meeting.
Yeah, please cast your vote, members and guests, so we will know what done well in our table topics.
One more.
Anybody who missed out from voting, it looks like we need one more member to vote. Have you got the result, Daniel?
Yeah. Okay, sure. The results are ready now. Yeah, today the best table topic speaker award goes to our guest Venkat. Congratulations to guest Venkat.
Yeah, congratulations for winning the table topic master session, guest Venkat.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
It's a very nice way to start that. Okay, I think all the agenda for today is being completed. It's been a great meeting as usual. We got so many insights from our Satish Menon, information and insights from our distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon regarding the elections and the club officers' roles. And we have done a great table topic session. With that, I would like to adjourn this meeting 373. Next week, we have, as you know, we have elections for our club, which will decide on the future future leadership of our team. And after that, we have our inauguration of the new Excom members. I would request all the members to join the next two meetings mandatorily and support our club and the Excom team. So we can run a leadership effectively, and that will be taking our club to different heights. And with this, thank you all for joining, and we can close the meeting. Thank you, and have a great rest of your day.
Thank you, Presiding Officer.
Thank you.
Can we take a photo?
Yeah. Sorry. Please stay on for a moment. We can take a photo. Thank you, Bishop. I support. Anyone, please switch on your video so we can capture your preference with photo. Yeah.
Also, I
can you
request
put it in?
guest Venkat to share the contact number.
Yeah, sure, sir. I'll share you the WhatsApp, sir.
Yes.
You're taking, right, Jason?
No, it's glitching for me.
Oh, okay, no problem. I'm taking. Yeah, I got it.
Thanks
Okay.
very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
Thanks
you
everyone
all.
for joining.
Thank you all.
all for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you.